Good afternoon, you guys. I didn't do a video this morning because I had to leave early. It's super windy right now. I had to go get me some ear medicine. I can't take my ears anymore. Killing me. Oh, it's 82 degrees. It's June 5th. It's a Wednesday. Oh, look at that bloom way back there. Oh, I can see that the Kims left one of the golf clubs out. So look at this bloom. How pretty. Oh, and it has a V around it. Gorgeous. So I went and got me some ear medicine, and already I used it like an hour or two ago. And already, see, when they dried out, I put water in them and they still stay white. Maybe I have to dry it out for like a week. 3 days wasn't enough, I guess. So I'm gonna have to go back and empty those out and redo that. Anyway, so that's why I didn't get my video out early. I'm gonna water this evening, I think. The ground is still a little wet, so. But I like to mist them a little bit. How pretty those are gonna be. Everything's getting big and luscious. I gave this a tiny bit of shade. And I was working on this yesterday before my ears were just so, I can't do much. Don't have much going on. This thing, the wind keeps blowing this thing over, so I'm gonna have to come up with a new new idea. I can't pull that out. My son's gonna have to do that. So Trevor's gonna be home early this week. His father is going to, his father has an office in Klamath, and that's where my son is right now for his job, which is different from his dad's job. And so then, since they're both there in Klamath, he's just gonna come back here, visit my daughter. And then my son will be home for a night. Then he's got to go over to Prineville for a night. And then he'll be home for the weekend. So it'll just depend on how he feels, you know, like whether he's tired or not, and whether I get that done. Okay, now we've paced the garden. We're only 3 minutes into this. It's supposed to be super hot today. It's 82 right now. It's supposed to get up to 84. That's got a little tiny bloom on it. And so does that. I'm not seeing any others. I'm surprised. This is a burgundy. Last year it didn't barely do anything. The year before it was big, beautiful, and luscious, and then last year nothing. And then now this year it's all big and beautiful again. I really feel like one of the major things that I've noticed is the wind. The wind out here in the desert, I think, is what makes it really hard for a lot of the plants. But once I start, because all the areas that are like blocked do really well. Like they'll bush out because they feel protected. And then like that is going to start doing really well right there in front in a little bit. And then this one, because it's so open, I feel like this one struggles. I tried to find another peonies. I'd like to put another peonies in this corner over here. And like it'd be, you know, like maybe a red one, because that's white. And those, oh, I went to Habitat for Humanity. That was the one thing I did get to do. I went with somebody else, and they were going to Weimar, and I knew I could pick up my ear medicine. So I rode with them. So, did I take it in the house? I did. It was a black rack that you do for your onions, fruits, vegetable type thing. Look at that big bird. Whoa, he just like pecked out one of the flowers. He's a sneaky little guy. Wonder how long he'll let me follow him. Oh, he'll let me follow him to right there. And he's just gonna let me watch him. Look, no snow on the mountain. Oh, he just dropped down to the other side. That's hilarious. Alrighty, so I'm gonna charge up my phone because my phone's pretty much dead, and upload this video of today's video. What is that? Oh man, I have to watch where I step in. I heard that lambs eat this weed, whatever this weed is, but I don't like this weed. That grows in here. It's easy to pull out. I just don't like it. My green onions look amazing. They're starting to seed out. Some of them are, which is fine. That just means more. Because I'm going to dig up a couple clumps. I think maybe 2 to 3 clumps this year for neighbors. Oh, and I talked to her about the incident, and what ended up happening is that ruffian, that minute and a half he was out of my sight, he broke, because that trailer has 2 doors on it. The first one, I guess she says she's got a bunch of big heavy duty chains on it, but the back door she didn't. It was just regular locked. So he broke that. And it's not a big deal because she's just giving away the trailer for free, but it is a big deal because he was on her property and he shouldn't have been. And he was, you know, causing damage. So if anybody's in the area, Silver Lake, Christmas Valley, Summer Lake, Paisley, Lakeview, I doubt Lapine, but Fort Rock, anybody that wants that free trailer, the roof is toasted. Well, it peeled back, so, and she was able to put some stuff on top of it. But it's for free. It's easy to get out because I looked at the fencing right there. It's a gate. And it just opens right up. And so that's easy to get through. And again, she doesn't own the truck. A lady named Mary owns the truck, and the truck is also for sale for $50. So if there's any dudes out there, she put up new trespassing signs down there. No trespassing. And he wasn't able to get into the main cabin or any of the outer buildings because she has it locked down like Fort Knox. It's just an old hunting cabin. There's nothing in it. She just comes and it's just enough for her to stay for a few days. And she brings most of all her supplies with her. So, you know, like him breaking into, there was nothing for him to break into. But we did hear that the same dude is going to rent a place here in Silver Lake from one of the residents. So the resident's already been told, you know, what's already happened. And to keep an eye out because, you know, we don't need to know. If worst comes to worst, they'll just run him out of town. The police will just make him leave. But only if he causes any more mischief. So, but he did break that. And they did issue him a citation. Because when she did come and do his check, everything was fine. Except for the back door to the trailer was wide open. And she noticed that the lock was broken. So he did do that. And so the sheriff said that he was going to issue him a citation for, you know, property damage. And basically give him a warning. And then anything further, and he'll have to move out of town. Because we just don't play those games. So anyway, have a nice day. Oh, the kids' fort changed a little bit. It got like more skylighty. So, oh, and apparently the dog hangs out in here with them. So, and then look at all those blooms. Alrighty. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go charge this up and walk my extra ear medicine that I have down to one of the neighbors because my ears already feel really good. And I'm going to show them what I got. And it was like $10. And that way they can get themselves some. Alrighty. Talk to you later. Bye.